In this episode, we will continue to discuss how Bitcoin's supply is absolutely limited and can never be inflated. Hi, my name is Rocco, aka Bitcoin's best friend. I've noticed that one of the most difficult characteristics of Bitcoin for people to process is its absolutely capped supply schedule. It's not that they get the glazed over look in their eyes when I mention it. Instead, it's just apparent that the concept doesn't at all register into their comprehension. Now, this is quite understandable. As I've stated before, there has never been anything in history like Bitcoin. But what I hope to do here is to inspire people to try and ponder the reality and unprecedented upside of a commodity with absolute scarcity. As I mentioned in the episode called Catch the Bitcoin Wave, to which I'll link below, there are some very good reasons currently for Bitcoin's price to be pumping. I had a conversation recently with a rather experienced stock day trader, and he told me how this price pump reminded him of the rise in cannabis producers' stocks just before it got legalized in Canada. He basically outlined how that turned out to be a case of buy the rumor and sell the news. Because sure enough, all the stocks quickly depleted after the actual legislation happened. To this I replied, I'm just a talking dog. I'm not a financial advisor, and I won't presume to give you any advice. But Bitcoin is an example of buy the rumor, buy the news. Cannabis is very easy to grow, just like tulip bulbs. It's not at all difficult to glut the market in no time. In fact, there are cannabis stores on every second block in cities across Canada. And what happens when you have an oversupply of something with a limited demand? Prices drop. Yes, Bitcoin is essentially a software protocol, but it is not a software company. It is a truly decentralized digital commodity. Bitcoin's supply schedule cannot be altered in any manner, shape, or form. It will dwindle over time because of its predetermined and mathematically protected and controlled algorithm. What happens when supply dwindles and demand goes up? Prices rise. 70% of the Bitcoin owned in the world has not been touched in the last year. This hodling priority will only increase as the price per Bitcoin increases, which will in turn create an ever-increasing, self-sustaining, number-go-up machine. You can't apply the old rules of trading to Bitcoin. I must emphasize this again. Everyone underestimates the importance of limited and scheduled supply. There will never be unlimited printing of Bitcoin like there is unlimited printing of fiat currency. There can never be wheelbarrows of Bitcoin pushed around in cyberspace needed to buy a loaf of bread, like there were wheelbarrows of German Reichsmarks needed to buy a loaf of bread in the Weimar Republic. Bitcoin cannot be inflated into oblivion like so many fiat currencies have been in human history. It can never happen to Bitcoin because the math and physics that guard it won't allow it. Bitcoin is the greatest store of value ever created. And that's not hyperbole. That's the power of an absolutely capped supply that no other commodity has ever had. It's fun discovering these eye-opening attributes of Bitcoin. Please join me on this path. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment if you please. And always remember that just like a talking dog, Bitcoin is a miracle.